They really are friends. Friends. Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at a Western-style restaurant called Le Carnival.
Is it supposed to be a fake French restaurant? Oh, this is a perfect excuse for me to clear my throat. Hell yeah. Are you alright? No, I am not.
You seem to be coughing up some,
Wipe it off, good man.
It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me.
You should probably get that checked, my friend. I'm just saying. Might be the vid.
Well, it really should.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern corridor was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an Occidental eatery 3 days ago. Occidental eatery, well then.
Understood. Hosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
You gotta take a sip of that sweet water after a few lines, or else my voice is gonna give out.
At once, sir.
And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Oh, come on, that's my whole strategy.
Oh, perspiring maybe, but aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied.
3 tables, okay?
That fits in with my memory of it as well. There was hardly anyone else in the place.
Oh, thank you, Hosonaga. I appreciate it.
It was when I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cutlery.
I almost read it out as something else. Oops.
A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened.
I did remember seeing that in an anime cutscene.
I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student.
Yes! Yes! Hey! Why is that the thing? Wait! No, Ryunosuke! You're gonna confuse people, stop!
Hold on! Let me just clarify something here. While I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor, I didn't shoot him!
Objection! Goddamn! Objection! I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But the next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruhodo. Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back.
Gotta wait for the cross-examination, or whatever they call it in Japan in these days.
For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness.
If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
Yes, without question.
I see. And, apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? And then wipes the spit.
No. There was no one else around the table but the deceased Englishman and the university student.
Huh?
Wait, what did he just say?
There was no one else around that table.
What's the matter, Ryunosuke?
That's just not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello,
There was a woman sitting opposite him at his table.
Hello, nurse.
Really? And that's not something the waiter could have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do?
I mean, if it was in character, he would jump in, right? Right, guys? And I'm nothing if not a character, so...
Yes!
Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with them at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me, dear me. What are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
But I'm sure of what I saw.
Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy.
No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day.
Oh God! Whoa! Bruh. You did he? Is he always coughing? Did I just not notice the blood? Oh, my guy, that you actually really have to get that checked, my friend. Please. It's a bad sign.
Please have a look if you'd like to.
Let me see. Oh, a sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume. Oh. Stick to your day job, buddy. Hell, I could draw that. And I am a terrible artist, I will tell you.
That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone.
I feel like I'm changing some of these characters' voices every line.
Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter.
Oh shit. That was my water bottle.
Oops. Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter.
Yeah, wipe that blood off, man.
Thank you, sir. The court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence. Oh, well...
I was about to say the same thing.
Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once. Of course. Here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
Whoa, bro. Chill. Dude, you need a cough drop? Some Tylenol? Mucinex? Something?
Something certainly seems to have shaken him.
Can I turn the business card around? All right, calm down, buddy. Freaking Matthew McCoffin. So, the court has now heard of persists of the case. Persist? I've never heard of that word before. Damn. Learn something new every day.
Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem we are looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency.
If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime.
What do you think I should do, Kazuma?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual, about these peculiarities. You've said it. Professor Mikotoba said it. And so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it? Yo! Kazuma doing an excellent job calling Ryunosuke out.
What?
If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Whoa! Let me back you up a little bit there, my friend. Whatever means necessary is a bit too far, don't you think? Are you just going to abandon that duty? Or are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke. Whoa! Defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is. Let's go, Kazuma. Look at that point. That technique is beautiful. Indeed. Prosecutor Ouchi, please continue with proceedings. Without hurting yourself, please. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint. But I can be a devil when I want to be. Oh. Save those pickup lines for when you go to a bar, my friend. Ugh. Yes, same reaction to that. In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. Okay, that sounds like a death threat, my friend. Pay attention to your words. The prosecution calls its next witnesses. Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once. All of them? Wait, hold up. One at a time. Why are there two? That's not fair. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Yesanosa. Yesanosa, reporting for duty, sir.
Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rasute, a humble premises in the 2nd District, Curio Korekuta, at your service.
Curio Correcta. Curio Correcta. An antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing. Hey, don't judge. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Myself. What was the voice I gave him? Goddamn, I literally just did it.
Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon. And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curios with which I make my business.
Alright, he's enamored with that curio, and this dude over here just keeps getting up on his tippy toes and going back down. Bruh, you're not gonna make yourself taller. He's doing toe raises, I guess. I can't understand a word that old man is saying. Same, Ryunosuke, same. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques, and tries to sell his wares to them.
He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with a rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller rather than a buyer.
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this atrocious incident. Is that correct?
Affirmative! The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir!
Calm down, bruh!
It was that black uniformed rogue infantry
Black uniformed. Oh boy, that was very close.
It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir!
This man's as impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said.
So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. I'm still feeling uncomfortable, so, yeah. I feel you. I almost called him Phoenix. Oh my god. I feel you, Ryunosuke.
Now, the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Sir, yes, sir! Standing by, ready to report, sir!
Unsavory memories of a most acerbic afternoon. I swear I'm changing this old man's voice every time. What the witnesses saw. I don't know how long these episodes are going to be. I might cut them halfway through and just leave it to be continued if they get to be too long. But this is the first case and there's a lot going on, so let's see how it goes.
I was ingesting a regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
I was on my hands and knees, investigating the whereabouts of my mysteriously absconded precious curio.
Okay, so what he's trying to say is he dropped this shit, and he saw Ryunosuke shoot the dude from behind. Okay. I had to translate them in layman's terms, because, if not, I would never get it.
Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment? You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim? Yes, sir! Affirmative, sir! That wicked university cadet, sir! The cruel and unforgivable enemy!
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! What's with the knife, bro? Calm down!
What times we live in, when an English gentleman may be assailed in broad light of day.
But this is ridiculous! I didn't shoot anyone!
Is that really true, Ryunosuke?
Yes! All I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor! I'm running out of voice, holy shit. Any breaks are for me drinking water. After I'd said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I'd finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant. When I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down and, just as I was picking it up... Okay then, that is, that's tough to believe. hopefully we have better evidence than that, because I don't think anyone's gonna believe that story. Ryunosuke.
Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that victim criminal was.
There is?
Ryunosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses.
Cross-examine?
Do it now.
As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. I don't think so, Mr. Ouchie. I'm about to give you an ouchie by sticking my foot up your... Anyways. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Certainly.
Hey!
Testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt.
No, it doesn't. Come on, man. You're better than this.
Therefore, it is my grave...
Hey! Why are you raising your hand, bro?
What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst?
I mean, the defense demands the right to cross-examination. They made it so dramatic. Dear me, dear me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. Hey! Don't you make fun of my boy's headband. Especially not when you have hair like that. You got no right to be making fun of anyone's head. Huh?
How did he know?
The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. That is not an objection, Ouchie. Calm your ass down. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination?
Objection!
The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant.
There you go. That's true, Kazuma. Oh.
Kazuma's so commanding.
You could learn a thing or two from him, Ryunosuke.
Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But
I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Did they really send someone up here who has no concept of being a lawyer?
isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
How?
You didn't fire the gun, which means what that soldier said has to be a lie.
Well, yes, but...
It's just a case of proving it. And the key to doing that is evidence.
Right. Evidence.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now, let's go, Ryunosuke. Don't let them beat you.
Alright then. It's all or nothing. The freaking contrast between Kazuma banging the desk and Ryunosuke gently putting his two hands on it. Alright, here we go. Cross-examination. You were ingesting a regulation beef steak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Alright, so we have two options here. Press and present. If you played any Phoenix Wright game, obviously press just gives you more information. Present lets you present evidence to show that they're lying. So, as always, we press everything and see what happens.
Yes!
Until someone tells me I can't. Boy?
Why? Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some new interrogation technique?
I hadn't actually thought of what I wanted to ask. We're doomed. We're screwed. Just send him to jail already.
Just ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you.
Alright then, Stop raising your hand! It's cute. This beefsteak you mentioned. What kind of food is that? Oh, Lord.
Beef steak is a delicious cut of veal, vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot.
Oh.
If food could receive medals of honor, beefsteak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet.
Right. I see. Thank you, sir. So, next question. This cutlet you mentioned. What kind of food is that? Oh my god. I don't even know what to say.
Attention! Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal tossed in breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil. Accept your guilty verdict, atone for your crimes, and when you're released from prison, try it! Do it!
Yes, sir. I will, sir. On the double, sir.
Sorry to interrupt, but how about trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case?
Oops. Sorry. I'll do my best. So, next question. Raise your hand again. Is it just me? Or do you keep hearing a sort of... What?
Negative.
What did he say? Do I keep hearing a sort of... Is it just me, or do you keep hearing a sort of wah crying? I just noticed it right now when he mentioned it.
Negative.
Well, at least we've learned that he's a big beef lover.
Affirmative.
Cosmo looks done already. He's like, God damn it. Is this really the best thing? Prime Presser A. It's not easy knowing what questions to ask. I mean, I get it.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
Again, I don't know what... He's getting a different voice every time I voice him at this point. I don't know anymore.
Yes!
Tell me more about this. I have no idea what you're talking about.
A Koban boy.
A Koban? You mean an old Edo coin?
The day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value from the Hoei period entered my possession. I took care of myself to the restaurant the following day, with said item secreted in my bosom pocket.
Oh, I don't want to hear about your bosom, old man.
In the hope of an affluent cognoscent, appraised of its indisputable value being present.
So, you were hoping to sell your Koban coin? To Sergeant Nosa, whom you met at the restaurant. Yes, it's quite clear where you're going with this, boy. You were about to assert that a penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious Koban. Isn't that so? Well...
You little upstart cadet! You want to add disrespecting a superior officer to your list of crimes, do ya? Blatant subordination!
I'm pretty sure the term is insubordination, my friend. No, I didn't say anything! Although, penniless might be just the word I was looking for.
Damn!
In any case, the hour was already advanced beyond that of the midday luncheon. There remained precious few present with whom I could engage in discourse about matters of business. The gentleman aside me, who was grappling with his braised veal at the time, was my sole prospect. He picked him because there was no one else.
I see. At that precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed cadet...
Oh, wait. I just realized I'm fucking... At the precise moment, a firearm was discharged. You observed the enemy's actions with your own eyes. So what do we have? We have... Death occurred a little after 2. Loss of blood from gunshot. The bullet didn't pass through. He was shot from the front in the chest. I found the contradiction. I want to keep pressing, but right here. I wonder what he says if I press it. I know I have to present the information, but I want to see what he says. So this black uniform university cadet, you're saying that was...
Ah! I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadet. Who else do you see around here in black uniform,
Well, there's someone standing right next to me who fits the description as well, but...
It was you, you little weasel! You unloaded the firearm on that man! From behind his back! And you call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon? You disgust me!
What is it, Ryunosuke?
I'm not quite sure. It's something that the sergeant has said, but I can't put my finger on it. Something's playing on my mind.
In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you've gathered in the court record. If you find an inconsistency there with what the witness just said, then don't hold back. Present the evidence to the court. Present the evidence to the court. Thrust it in the witness's face and make him choke on it.
God damn, Kazuma. We shouldn't talk about choking here, man. I'm already in enough trouble as it is. Alright? That can't be because he was shot from the front and subsequently died.
Yes!
Yes! No objection? Come on, man. I just love how he raises his hand. Anyone gonna say anything? Anyone at all?
What are you playing at, cadet?
Oh, you sweating now, right?
What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache?
I was just doing as I was told, man. Inconsistency, sir! I love Ryunosuke already, man. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here. What nonsense. What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know? Well, obviously, that, I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. Yeah, relatable. I feel your pain, Ryunosuke. You've all heard how much I've tripped over my words today. I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. This is so frustrating.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Let's go, Kazuma. Someone here has to be the brains. Kazuma, what? What are you talking about?
It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement.
What?
Sergeant E.S. Anosa.
Yes, sir. What, sir?
The statement you just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir.
You should probably get those checked and see if they actually are military grade or if you just got sold some cheap knockoffs, my friend. But no! That just can't be.
And why not, cadet?
Because...
Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
What the fuck? Huh? Hey, yo, bro, what? Why do you have a baby on your back?
Well, what the? What was that? Something just popped up from behind his back, but he pushed it down again.
Yo, that actually kind of creeped me out. I was like, who the fuck is behind him? Were we gonna witness another murder here?
Certainly. There's a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were...
Why is there a baby behind you, bro? What's going on?
firmly fixed on the delicious Le Carnival steak, sir!
My guy was so enamored by this fucking beef steak. He was so enamored by his meat that he couldn't focus on anything else. I can relate. Hey, sometimes you just have that urge, man. And you can't control it, but don't do it in public. What?
The last testimony the court heard was proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant E.S. Enosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
That's absurd. You know what's absurd is your hair, bruh.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
Tell him, Kazuma, let's go. Yeah!
There's been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial, just from one discrepancy.
I know how lawyers work, Ryunosuke.
So this is what being an ace attorney is all about.
Roll credits. Roll the credits. We're done here. I'm surprised. I'm surprised no ace attorney game has ended up with this line.
So this is what being an ace attorney is all about.
But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there. He was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up off the floor.
And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either?
Myself, I've already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure.
Treasure?
Whoa! Indeed, the Hoei era Koban, my prized coin. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest for my shop, Rasute,
in the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you.
On the day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that I proffered my Hoei treasure. Believe that he would purchase that such a rare find, I did not, but I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest moments, it was there no more. It simply vanished. The Koban vanished? Hunting around under the table I was, in case mayhap it had fallen there. And then it happened. Kaboom!
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did. But I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoei treasure. Nothing could distract me! Ryunosuke, it's Kai, you fool. He ain't gonna do anything to you.
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
No.
I see.
That lamentable day, the precious Hoei Koban was lost to me. No doubt, some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. Why are you looking at... He looked away immediately. I can't whistle, but if I did, I would whistle the... I would just be whistling. Because that's definitely what he's doing right there, trying to pretend he ain't there no more.
As I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, damn.
He has strong feelings about it.
It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Ouchie?
Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. You're talking about, Shilong Lang? Is he in this game? My witnesses have further testimony to make.
Explain.
Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear?
As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir! At once, sir! Awaiting signal to testify, sir!
Can you testify about that baby too, bruh? You really should have left him with the freaking daycare. Excuse me? But there's something, or someone, peeking out over your shoulder, I think.
Affirmative! The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up through the ranks, sir! Name Aido!
Aido Nosa. I don't know, sir. Neither do I, sir. Oh, he's adorable, though.
It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Aw, he really is penniless. Poor guy can't even afford a babysitter.
Aido, attention! Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy.
Aw, the baby's cute, okay?
Hold it!
Yeah, this first case got away from me a few times, but I'm gonna have to cut it off here. We'll continue with this testimony next time. So, as always, I'm sorry about this, but be happy, be safe, be healthy, and good night, everybody.